In this session, we're going to discuss non-chord notes and how you can use notes from the scale in which you are playing, but which do not necessarily belong to the chord. So it makes for interesting passing notes, it makes for interesting lines, melodic figures, fillers, all sorts of things which you can do with non-chord notes. So when you're starting out playing accompaniment or improvisation, you often use chord notes. Okay, that's the step one. It's obvious. So if you're playing the key of F major, this is viola, so sorry violinists, it's a bit confusing. If we're in F major, for instance, you play a lot of Fs, As and Cs over and over again in the song. Oops, there I slipped in a passing note, which is exactly what you're going to want to do after some time. You're going to want to employ notes which are not in the chord, but which you can use to make a line. For example, there are employed E and B flat, both of which do not belong in F major. So I'm going to ask my sister Nina to come and help me. She's going to play the lead or the melody line, and I'm going to demonstrate all the different passing note techniques which you can use. The very first one is simply passing notes. All right, we already said that. You pass from one note of the chord to the next. The middle one was the passing note. So at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see the arrangement which I played. So I literally wrote out for you every single passing note and things so that you can see how it works. So if they're blue, they belong to the chord, they're logical, but if they're red, they are passing notes. You can also use passing notes to make the melody line of your second voice or your alto or your harmony to flow more easily. So Nina's going to play the top line, the melody here, and I'm actually going to play just a pretty little line underneath that, which has some passing notes to make it more flowing. Okay, and then sometimes in worship music, you're going to have a song where the end of the phrase is quite long and empty. It's like an empty space. And you want to put something creative in there to make it flow to the next phrase. Something which is very similar to the filler phrase is an echo. It can be a literal echo, so it's exactly the notes repeated, or it can be a little bit of a descant or a high echo. Let me show you what I mean. Sometimes in the end of a song, I like to have a little circling of the note I'm playing. So it's like a little turn. So instead of just playing, I want to circle a little bit around that second to last note. There are many ways to do that, but it makes a nice little turn around the main note. So if you're using passing notes, you can use any note from the scale. So if you're in E flat major, use any note in the entire E flat major. Everybody has a different background, different experiences. If you have another tip about passing notes or non-chord notes which I haven't covered, then please put them in the comments below so that we can all learn from that. Please also check out the next video, which is about the 3 most important chords in any key. This is in Western tonal music. Okay, so knowing about those 3 chords can help you so much when you have to play by ear with other musicians, because you know that there are 3 possibilities which are constantly used over and over. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you in the next session.